Make sure you subscribe to the channel and give this video a big thumbs up. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? Hello, I'm Joe. So today, as you've seen by the title, we are going to be reviewing and trying out the Morphe X MANNY MUA palette. So, first things first, I need some lips on, right? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put lips on before I even say anything that I was gonna say. Except I don't know what lips. I wanted to go ahead and throw some lips on because he called this his Copper Eye Nude Lip Palette because that's like his go-to. But, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw on a nude lip because I know whatever look I do, because that's typically what lip I use anyways. Whatever lip I do, it's going to look good with Copper Eye. I mean, whatever I do, it's going to look good. Okay, so, with the nude lip. So I did my makeup earlier, like way earlier. I was vlogging. And so I was also trying out a new foundation. Not a new foundation. Not new on the market, new to me. I had not tried it yet. And first of all, I'm going in with the KKW Nude 1 Lip Liner. But I had not tried this foundation yet. Mainly because all the reviews I saw before I had a chance to try it were not good. Like, people that normally have like the same skin tone as me, skin type as me, did not like it. And so I just never got around to trying it. But then I remembered that these same people reviewed the Morphe Fluidity foundation and hated it. And that is one of my favorite foundations. So I was like, you know what? I need to try it. And so today I had tried out, I didn't like record it. This was just like me trying it out because I knew I had to do a full face anyways to do this review. And so I tried I tried the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. Now, I have the stick and I love it, but this is the liquid, and because the stick was so popular, everybody thought the liquid was going to be like phenomenal. Well, it does not have a lot of good reviews. It doesn't have a lot of good reviews online either, but I've had it on for about 4 hours. And it actually doesn't look that bad on me. The first thing I look for is like creasing in my forehead, creasing in my smile lines. And I will say I have foundations that do look better on my skin at this point than this one does. So it's probably not one I'll reach for often. But it is one that I would reach for, you know, just for like an everyday. Like if it was sitting on my vanity, I would use it. Like my skin doesn't look terrible. But I do notice just a little bit of settling right there. Not really any cakiness. It looks good under my eyes. And there is a little bit of settling in my forehead, just barely. But like I said, I have other foundations that I do like better. But this one doesn't look that bad. So it's not something that I would never use again. It's just probably not something I would reach for first. I did do just a little bit of the forehead highlight using that Jacqueline powder, her new Mood Light powder, and I love it just to bring in glow. So that is not oil, that is that powder, and I freaking love it. But I didn't put any highlight on my cheek so far. If you see any reflex at all, that is oil, because there is no highlight on my cheeks. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and tap that out just a little bit, just in case that's what that is. Yeah. So okay, so I put the Kylie Jenner birthday suit velvet liquid matte. These are a lot more comfortable than the regular mattes to me, and it's a really pretty color. I actually had a dream last night that Kylie was sitting next to me at like a basketball game or something, and like she gave me a bunch of PR. She was like, hey, here, I wanted you to try this out. And I was like, oh, why? Like, why me? So, and then she had like some kind of wine, and she was like, here, you want to try this? And I'm like, why is she even talking to me? And why am I sitting next to Kylie Jenner at this basketball game? Why am I at this basketball game? It was weird, but I didn't hate it. Okay, so straight to the point. Here is the Morphe X MANNY MUA Collaboration. Now the first thing I have to say about this is I am sad that this was not like promoted more or for a longer period of time than it was. Like when he came out and like announced it, it was literally like within a few days it was on the market and then sold. Anticipation for me builds curiosity. Plus I wasn't able to see that many reviews, which whatever, even if it, like I probably wouldn't even looked at reviews, I probably would have bought this because I love Manny. I really do. I genuinely love Manny as like a YouTuber. Obviously I don't know him personally. But him and Jaclyn Hill are the two people that I first started watching. Him and Jaclyn Hill would alternate their videos over and over and over and over and over again as I was learning and growing. And Manny just literally reminded me of who I was, like the sense of humor I was able to maintain in high school. It's like the deep inner me that like, I feel like if I hung out with Manny, we would have the exact same sense of humor. Like, I actually had a best friend in high school who actually came out to be gay, and he and I's sense of humor was unlike anyone else's, like at all. Nobody got our humor except us, and we didn't care because it was that funny. And Manny has that same type of humor and I love it. But anyways, he just always made me laugh. I just always have enjoyed him. I've not ever not enjoyed Manny. So whenever I saw that they collabed, and thank God it finally happened because it should have, I was so excited. I just bought it. Like I said, like I tweeted that like I literally have so many freaking eyeshadow palettes, like literally so many, that I don't need any more eyeshadow, but I do need a Manny X Morphe collab eyeshadow. So that's why I have 5,000, because I always justify them. But the cool thing, here's my justification on this one. It comes with highlighters, so that not like as far as traveling, it knocks 2 of those things out. So when you open it up, first of all, he does the marble vibes, and if you watched his announcement, then you know that the reason he did the marble vibes is he loves the white marble for like the femininity. I sound like Nemo. Okay. Of it. And then the black marble for like the masculinity, because he said he does have like that feminine part being gay, and then the masculine part, like he still likes to wear a beard even though he wears makeup, and he doesn't like the like nails or anything like that. So I feel like this tells Manny. It's definitely Manny. I love him. So, and then he highlights it with like purpley nude mauve tones here, which is, or accent it, not highlight, which is so cute. So I do actually have a couple of Manny palettes that are actually some of my go-tos. I'm gonna grab them really quick. So one of like his first like collabs, I don't actually know if this is his first collab or one of his first collabs, but I know it's a while back, the Makeup Geek collaboration, the collaboration that he did with Makeup Geek. Is this the one? Yes. Oh, I was like, where? I thought this was the Manny collab, and then I turned around and it says Manny MUA on the back, and then has all his little names of the shades, and then here it is. Here's the palette, and I love this one because it has like the berry, like I feel like I can create a beautiful berry look. And this shade right here, oh my god, when I use this shade, which is I would say probably why this is like my go-to palette, because when I use this shade as like a pop of color in the center, or like a pop of shimmer in the center, I get so many compliments. It's so buttery, but look at that shade. It's like a gorgeous, gorgeous, can you see that? It is like the perfect complement to like a berry eye. It's so, so pretty. And of course, Manny also already has his own makeup line now called Lunar Beauty, and so I do have the Lysa Drag palette. It is so, so stunning. It is super, super cute. Lots of neutrals over here, lots of colors over here, and you got your shimmers in the center. So I need to learn how to speak. I love this palette as well. It came with a brush, but it's not in here because I actually have it in my stash over here of brushes that I use all the time. It's actually right here, I think. Yep. because I love this brush, and so I didn't want to have to take out the palette every single time I use the brush, so I just took it out. So here we are on to this palette. So actually, funny story, I ordered this palette from Morphe's website when it launched. I don't remember exactly what day that was, but it's been a minute. It's been about 5 days or so, and it still hasn't shipped. But I was in Ulta, and these were on the counter. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy one, and then the other one I'll give away. Okay, so here is the palette. It is gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Like, first of all, I love, 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 love that the names of the shades are on the palette. That is something that I love to see in a palette. And I know that sometimes it's hard to do, but it's just something that I love. I love to be able to tell you guys what shade, and rather than like holding it up and being like, this shade, this shade, this shade. I love to be able to tell you guys exactly what shade I'm dipping into in case you guys wanted to recreate the look. And here is 2 highlighter shades in the palette. I feel like there's a lots of different looks that I could create that I enjoy in this palette. Like, I can just totally, this is probably the look I'm already going to create just thinking out loud, using Zaya, which is his dog, Spellbound, and Howl as just a full eye look with maybe popping a little bit of Scorpio in there. I don't know. But we're about to try this palette out on the eyes. But first we're going to start with the highlighter shades. Now, if you want to know how to get your hands on this palette, first of all, it's a very inexpensive palette. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Literally, it's 20 bucks. You get 2 highlighters and all those eyeshadows. There's 12 eyeshadow shades and 2 highlighters for 20 bucks. And you could use any of your favorite influencers code for an extra 10% off and get and it will be $18 palette, which is so inexpensive. And it comes with a mirror. Like, this is a perfect little travel. Like, throw this in there. I've got my eyeshadow and my highlight and my mirror all in this little sleek, thin palette. So first, I'm going to dip into the darker highlight. I'm going to swatch them. These are apparently Morphe's original highlight shades. Okay, I just swatched them. The Apollo shade seems very dusty, but no judgment until it's on my face. But that is the shade on my middle finger there. It's very pretty, it just seems dusty, whereas the Nova shade seems very creamy. So I don't know if those are the same formulas or not, but they definitely feel different. Nova feels a lot more creamy and super reflective, and Apollo is very pretty, but it just feels different. So we're gonna try the Apollo shade. I hope that's what that says. That's embarrassing, you know. I'm gonna pick up the Morphe M510 brush. It looks like this, very frayed, need a new one. And we're just gonna dip into that Apollo shade. I'm actually kind of nervous. Let me use this mirror. Okay, first of all, I hate the way my skin looks. I have not looked in an up-close mirror until just now. I don't like that foundation. Okay, so Apollo. It's actually really pretty. I am getting kind of a white cast with it though, which is so weird. Was that something that was on my brush? Maybe that was my brush. Because there's definitely a gold shade. I don't know why I would get a white cast with it. No, my brush is clean. It looks really pretty in the camera, but I do see a little bit of a white cast. Just a little bit. We're going to swap brushes and pick up the Nova shade because I feel like there's just something about that Apollo formula. If you've tried this, let me know. Like, am I the only one that thinks that? It just feels, and it just, I don't know, something about it. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to pick up a more dense brush. This is like that highlight brush that I normally like. I was just using that other brush because normally when they're powdery like that, they can create kind of a cast. So I was trying to use a fluffier brush so we didn't get that streak, but I still kind of see it. We're going to try the Nova shade, which again, like even with the brush, like rubbing in with the brush, it just feels different. Like, Oh. Okay. Hello. 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 Okay, that's pretty. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like those are different formulas, or they definitely feel different. That's pretty. I do, however, think I'm still getting a white cast, and I don't know why. I don't know if you guys can see. Can y'all see that white, like, I don't know what it is, but I just see a white streak. And most highlighters I can just, like, 2 different brushes and I got the same effect. I don't know. I don't know. Let's blend it out because I don't want to keep it. I don't want to keep that white streak. That helps a little bit. And maybe a little bit of setting spray will help with it also. Also, it totally, absolutely could be this foundation. I do not like the way my face feels or looks now that I think about it. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like grabbing. Okay, dusting over it, that definitely got away that white cast. I'm going to play with this highlighter. Let's just say that. So since I don't really care if it's a white cast for my brow bone and inner corner of my eye, I am going to take a pencil brush and go ahead and do that with that Nova shade. And just pick up a generous amount, tap off the excess, and look at a little hanger, little hang hair right there in that brush. Had to cut it off. Oh, that shade Cancer in here is so pretty. Okay, so this is a beautiful, beautiful inner corner highlight. Do y'all see that? Yes, honey, yes. Now, granted, Manny made this palette, so he's a much fairer complexion than I am. So, that could also be the white cast. Sometimes more of those icy highlight. This is such a gorgeous inner corner highlight. Oh my god. Even if I can't use it as my highlight, even if it's not the foundation and it literally is just the fact that I just can't use this highlight, I am absolutely using it for inner corner highlight. I mean, look at that. Which I just look at it. It's just enough pink tone to where it's not too icy white, but it's light enough to where it's really pretty, like inner brightening. Do you know what I mean? That pink cancels out that too icy. That is so pretty. Okay, I'm hating my foundation. I think that is completely throwing everything off for me. Ew. Let me try to refresh it. To try to like tone down my highlight, or like melt my highlight a little bit, and see if I can refresh this foundation. Something, oh, I think it's too thick or something. I don't know, guys. Okay, let's look at it. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, maybe it's just powdery. Let's see. Let's look at it up close. Oh, yes, ma'am. Maybe that's what the white cast is. Maybe it was just powdery, because now that I've got setting spray on it, I don't see white at all, and it gives like a gorgeous, look at that. Ooh. That's pretty. We're going to put some on our nose now, even though we've already sprayed our face. What is up? I'm telling y'all, this foundation has me thrown off. Put some on the tip of our nose. Ooh. Hello. Yeah, like you can see like my pores so hardcore. I'm looking extra glowy, but that is okay. Okay, so we are going to do our eyes. So for our eyes, let's get a color switch. We got one right here. And start off, we're gonna go in with the shade, ooh, Boy Next Door is super cute. I am gonna go ahead and show you guys since this is a review right here. And I'm going to pop that into the crease. Now these are, obviously Manny has his own beauty line, the Lunar Beauty, his own makeup line. But, so these are all Morphe formulas. So he just picked his favorite. He also released a brush collection, but it's like Morphe brushes, but his favorites. So it's not like he created the formula, but he just did the shades and picked his favorite brushes. Because he's already created his own formula with his makeup line. I know y'all gonna be saying something about my skin in the comment section, because I'm saying something about my skin already. It just does not look good. I don't know if y'all are seeing what I'm seeing, but it's looking extra cakey. I don't know what it is. So now I get it. Now I get the reviews about why everybody was like, ew. Because, ew. I'm gonna dip into Zaya. His dog is so cute, y'all. Zaya. Sometimes I'll be watching his Snapchat stories just to see if he puts Zaya in there. Little dog looks like a little gremlin. The cute gremlin, not the scary ones. What's that gremlin's name? Oh, I can't even remember. The cute gremlin didn't have a name. Do you remember? Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Spellbound, which is that like dark burgundy shade. And I'm just gonna take this Morphe M441 brush, and I like to just wiggle this in the crease and outer corner. Oh yes. Oh, I love this color. And just kind of keep it. I love this brush for that. I know that this brush is not used for that purpose, but I love the way it does. Like I'm just like able to, I put the product on the tip of the brush so that like it wiggles in the crease and applies on the lid. And then just kind of press it into the outer corner. Okay, if you can look past my skin, this is actually a really, really pretty color for the eyes. I'm actually going to dust that on my lower lash line as well. And with that same brush, I'm going to pick up the shade Howl, which is this deep brown shade. I love the tone of it. And I'm just going to place that in the outer corner just to add depth to the eye look. And if y'all are new here, please know that I'm not as precise as like you would say a pro MUA. I'm a self-taught MUA, and I don't even know if you'd call me an MUA, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just like to do makeup. So I don't, you know, I'm not as precise. I'm more realistic. More real life to the everyday girl trying to do their makeup, or everyday guy trying to do their makeup. So I'm going to take that same shade Howl and pick up just a flat, like, definer brush and press that shade up against my lash line. And now I'm going to pick up this Morphe M166 brush, just like a flat, dense brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Scorpio, which is just a really pretty, like, metallic gold. And I am going to damp my brush just because typically I use my fingertip to get the best application with shimmers no matter what palette it comes out of. But I got a fresh new set of nails, and honey, using my fingertips is not an option. I've seen people use their knuckles, but I feel like fingertips are just the best when it comes to applying metallics. That's pretty. But, you know. Okay, so I picked up the shade. I picked up a more dense pencil brush, like a more pointed one, and picked up the shade Nova again, and just kind of brought that in to kind of blend the gold and the like pinky tone together. And I think I'm actually going to attempt to take my fingertips and pick up the shade Leo, which is like this like chocolate brown. I will say, I know this is Morphe formulas. I've always had a hard time making those look like, not the Morphe formulas. They're so affordable and so pretty for their price point. But as far as like their shimmers or their metallics, they're pretty, they're pigmented, but they don't pop like you expect them to. Now I'm going to go back in with that shade Scorpio, that golden color, and just kind of blend that together. And then I'm going to take a more dense brush and put more of that Howl shade to add depth to my outer corners. I'm going to attempt to try this Morphe M506 brush, which is more of like a crease brush, but it's got a more precise point. So maybe I can just really add that depth. Okay, I don't hate it so far. It's definitely Manny vibes, which makes sense because it's Manny's palette. So yeah. This is what we got so far. I don't know. Let's throw on some liner and some lashes and see if we love it even more. Okay, see what I mean? Like I just threw on a little bit of lashes and I tried to add a gloss, but what I didn't realize is it was another lip cream. So this is the nude lip that changed just a touch, but like I actually love it. Like I love the color combination. I love the setup. So review of this palette. The highlighters, I don't 100% understand. I don't absolutely like head over heels love them, but I love the Apollo shade for an inner corner highlight. Like it's brightened the inner corner of my eyes without looking chalky or anything, and I love, love, love that. So I would definitely use it for that. I don't know if I'd use the highlighter again. But again, I'm going to play with the highlighters just for the fact of I hated the foundation I had on today, and foundation, especially if it's thick, the highlight and everything put on top of it could really cling. And now that I think about it, I actually had issues blending out my bronzers. So I wonder if that's actually what's wrong with it and it's not actually the highlight itself. So I am going to try it again. But so that's my thoughts, just first impressions. And the setup of this palette is so cute. Like I feel like I could really play with like these three shades or even these three shades and create a really, really cute look. All three of these shades actually look really cute together. You know, a berry look. You do a really like everyday neutral look with like some of these. There's just a lot of looks that you can create with this palette. And the formulas blend really, really well. Like Morphe's mattes are really hard to beat when it comes to eyeshadows. Like I just feel like they are. Just because they're inexpensive, number one, and they're so blendable. Like I really, really, really love them. The shimmers and metallics are really, really, really pretty. It's just you could really have to like put a lot into it to get the payoff. But if you do, you do get the payoff because like as you can tell, like it's there. But like this Cancer shade I really want to play with. See, like it's beautiful, but like there's like hardly anything there. Like it blends away pretty easy. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? But that's how all Morphe shadows are. So this is like a Morphe metallics shimmers or whatever. I've just noticed that with their formulas. But this is definitely, I mean, it's $18 when you use the code, like your favorite beauty influencers code. When you use their code, it is 18 bucks. I mean, I just feel like at that price point, it's worth it. Like this eye look, I absolutely love. The colors in this, I absolutely love. Like even with the mattes alone, I would have gotten this palette. Like this, and this. Like even if you took all the shimmers out that you really have to work for, I really love the mattes in this, especially this. Like I don't have an eyeshadow that shade. With that being said, I have one to give away, and I know it's only $18, but who doesn't want to get one for free? So like I said, I do have one on the way from Morphe, and I want to give that one away since I went ahead and bought that one in Ulta. So if you would like to win that, I'm going to do a different type of giveaway. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and go on Twitter and say something nice about Manny. there was something on Twitter that I recently saw about him that one of the drama channels like was saying about him, and I will say, even as a very, very, very minute, small, micro influencer, people say mean things. You know, I've had a couple videos get thousands of views on it, and people are mean. And at first, it hurt my feelings. Like, I was like, why? What are you saying that for? But then I kind of like brushed it off, but still sometimes people will say mean things that really hurt my feelings. And some mean things were said about him, and I know that he probably gets random comments, good and bad, all the time, but this particular comment hurt my feelings for him. I was like, why would people say that? Like, why? Why be mean? Why be mean? So, with that being said, go on Twitter, tag me, just so that I can see it, but then also tag Manny MUA, and just say something nice. Even if it's just something like, you're awesome. Like, even if you don't know a lot about Manny, it takes no effort to be kind. Even if you don't know a lot about him. Go to his channel, watch his channel. You'll see that he's so cool. He's funny. And so, just go say something kind about him. So all you have to do, be subscribed and go tag Manny. Like, even if you don't want this palette, why not? So tag me and tag Manny and just say you're awesome. You don't have to leave a hashtag. He doesn't have to know why you said it. The only reason you even have to tag me is just so that I can see it. I'm trying to think, like, even if you did a hashtag that was unrelated to me so that he wouldn't even, like, so there's like, I don't want there to be attention to the video. I want it to literally just be a kindness thing. So I don't even know if I want you to tag me. Let's see, how can we do it? We'll do a hashtag. It'll be hashtag. We'll do hashtag be kind and then JV. Don't put Joe's Vanity, just put JV. And hashtag be kind, I don't want to do that one only because there's so many things under that hashtag that it would be forever for me to look through, you guys. So if you put hashtag be kind JV, then it'll be more of like an exclusive hashtag without putting Joe's Vanity name in it. So just tag Manny at Manny MUA. Follow him on Twitter and tag him. The thing about Twitter is it's a lot easier to reach people just because it's like a large chat room. It just is. So he'll see it. So tag him, say something kind, even if it's something small, even if you don't want this palette, do it anyways. This is just a challenge. Do it. And once you're done, once you've subscribed and you've done that, comment down below that you've done that. Subscribed and you've got on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, make a Twitter. It takes no time. Make a Twitter, tag him, and be done with it. And let me know that you're done, and voila. That's how we'll go about it. Let's spread kindness. Because I will tell you this, the kind comments that I receive cancel out those negatives. Here's the thing, like, psychologically speaking, it takes 7 kind things to be said to you to cancel out 1 negative. So, let's spam him with kindness and it'll cancel out some of those negatives. Let's try it. Let's start a little trend. Maybe that'll be the giveaways. We'll do giveaways for you to be kind to people. You know? You know? Okay. So anyways, oh, also look at my new necklace. It says Joe. So cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is it for today's video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye guys. Yeah, yeah.